Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the
Black, 95.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now 2nd and 3. Young. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Ready?
In motion, Slayton. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Young now. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Young to throw it. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Smith and Jigba. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the numbers for Smith and Jigba in last week's ball game: 5 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 2. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now the first carry for Bush. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know, and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete to Smith and Jigba. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to...
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Young's throws on target to Likely. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action. Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now here's Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive. Mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road and the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That is caught, finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Back to throw. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Jet sweep. Here's Smith and Jigba. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Kamara is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd down, Young. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Young. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
No coverage bust.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. They run up the middle with Bush. Taken down at the 42. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bush. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to throw again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spill an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though... And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done. And oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just bling the offensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Back to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Brandon Cooks. Onto the field, here come the Panthers. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here is Young. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Pretty tough. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Smith and Jigba in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's the give to McIntosh. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown up. 5 on the touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Young. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Young on 3rd and 2. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, Both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Young's throw here into the hands of Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Young. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, fans usually love to see scoring.